welcome to the special virtual event, Control Your Own Janitorial Success with CleanTelligent webinar today. I will be your guide, Samuel Clayton, and we'll get to introducing our guests in just a second. But we have to first mention the interesting nature of this virtual experience that ISSA has put on. We were supposed to be in Chicago, and then it was going to be in Las Vegas, and then they sent us the sad news that it was going to be virtual. And it's new, it's different for us because we're used to thousands of people in a showroom floor visiting us at our booth. We love being there. We usually have giveaways and chocolate on a table. We had poker chips back in Vegas with our logo on it. I mean, this is a novelty item. Everybody wanted this. So we miss it. We really do miss seeing you all on the showroom floor, but we've had a great experience so far during ISSA, and we're excited to keep things going with this virtual webinar today. COVID-19 has really changed things, not just for our trade shows, but also for the way things happen in the JanSan industry and for you JanSan professionals. And so today, what we want to do is discuss some of the common pain points that we see as we work with individuals in this industry. And hopefully you can find some insights into how a software like CleanTelligent can really help you get through those pains and take your organization to the next level. So let's go ahead and meet the all-star team today. Like I said, Samuel Clayton, Director of Marketing at CleanTelligent. And we have Hunter and Ryan. So Hunter, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yeah, Hunter Willis, account executive at CleanTelligent. I've been on for a long time. So obviously I look a little different than I did. The quarantine haircut's growing out a little bit. It's been a long time since I've stepped in front of some scissors, but I'm very excited to meet with you all today. Even if it is virtually, it's great to connect and discuss how our software is going to help you. So I'm really excited.
Ryan.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be here with you. You know, kind of like Sam mentioned, very different this year, but I'm just super excited. We're still able to have it. We're still able to connect with you and everybody else throughout the week. So I've been with CleanTelligent for a number of years now, similar to Hunter. I don't look anything like my photo. Tanning beds are kind of closed right now, so we just gotta kind of do what we can. You know, we gotta do whatever we can work with.
We're looking a little scruffy.
Yeah, but hey, that's what happens when we're in quarantine and we're all trying to adapt to these new normals, right? Yep. But let's get rolling. Let's look at the agenda and what we have for today. So we're already ahead of schedule. You've already met the team. And now we want to discuss CleanTelligent Software, who we are and how we care about your success, what our vision, our mission is, what our core values are, and what we're ultimately trying to do to help you through the growing pains. And that's what we'll go over after that, is discuss those common pain points that we're seeing in the JanSan industry. And then finding solutions for that. The number one solution, CleanTelligent Software for quality control, can really provide you a lot of great solutions to those pains that you may be experiencing. And we'll go over all of that. And then we'll discuss a case study that we did earlier this year with one of our longtime customers, Executive Management Services, where they were able to drop their response time from 1 week to 1 hour. So sit tight. It's really exciting stuff to go see what CleanTelligent did for them and how it helped them succeed. And then we'll go to a Q&A. If you do have questions, leave them in the chat, and then we'll go over it at that point, and also go over some special incentives as a special thank you for visiting our virtual booth, as well as joining us for this webinar today. So let's dive right in first for our who CleanTelligent is. And Hunter, what has the goal and mission been for CleanTelligent in its 17-year history?
Yeah, I mean, CleanTelligent's main goal and main focus has always been to help alleviate the pain that you guys are experiencing. We want to improve the quality control that you guys are doing on a daily basis. We've all dealt with the car salesman that's trying to just push you into a piece of junk and get you off the lot as quickly as possible. And that's kind of the salesman mentality it's a stereotype that we put on a lot of salesmen. But our goal is always to help you alleviate the pain that you're experiencing. And that really leads into our core values, which are open, reliable, authentic, resourceful, and outcome driven. Really, that explains our team in a whole. We're trying to help you the best that we possibly can.
Hunter, you received from our company an authentic core value award. Do you have it with you?
I do. Yeah, it's actually just followed me into quarantine. It's right here on my desk.
There you go. The teardrop.
The hardware's sticking around.
The tear.
Yeah. With all our core values, authenticity is one that Hunter really emulates. So he's really great to work with. And Ryan, you've been with the company for quite some time now. Tell us why you care about our customers and those considering our software.
Yeah, it's very similar to kind of what Hunter talked about a little bit, but one of the greatest things about my job, and one of the things that makes it so exciting, is that with all the clients and people just like you that I work with on a daily basis, I get to help you solve all of the business pains that are maybe holding your organization back, or the things that are maybe costing you extra money in labor, right? Working with you, figuring out those solutions and using our tool to solve those pains is really what helps me get up in the morning. It really makes my job super exciting.
And so part of the excitement of being with CleanTelligent as well is we are an award-winning janitorial software. It's really great to be able to focus on quality control and communication, as well as customer service, to the point where we have received multiple ISSA Innovation Awards with our inspection software, our business intelligence software. We're going to talk about those soon, as well as our customer service. We really pride ourselves in the ability to take care of our customers and give them solutions that really work for them. And it's worked so well that they've been able to win and retain business, increase productivity and accountability, save time and money. Doesn't everybody want to do this? They want to make money so that they can live a better life, right? And that is the ultimate goal. We want to give you that control, to give you that success. And our software has helped so many do that. And so we'll discuss that today. But there's always pains that step in our way, right? It always comes to the point where something is stopping us from being able to succeed or experience greater success. And so as we go through these, we have a little acronym here. It's CleanT. And we have found that these are the common industry pain points. Speaking with our customers, with potential customers, communication, labor costs, the efficiency, the accountability and the turnover, new business and client retention and transparency. Those are major pain points in our industry. And so Ryan, as an account executive, you work with many cleaning teams, both who are in-house and BSCs. In your discussions with them, what are some of the most challenging ones you see them struggle with?
It's a great question. And no doubt about it, every one of these pain points that you see, those that are on this webinar and those that will see this later on, you've probably experienced at least one of these, right, within your organization. Typically, it's usually there's more than one. The ones that I work with people the most are communication, labor costs, efficiency, and new business and client retention. And really, when we look at this, all of these pains, if we can solve them, what that's going to do is win you new business and retain your clients. And that's really the main goal, right? The main goal is to keep those clients on board and to grow your client base as much as possible. And like I mentioned earlier, that's what's so exciting about my job, is that I can work with you on these specific things. We can solve them so that you can take your organization to the next level.
And as Hunter had gone over briefly earlier, our mission is to help cleaning organizations become more productive so they can retain customers and win new business. That's the ultimate goal. We want to help you succeed. And it actually brings up a thought, something that I've learned in my time as a marketer and can be applied into any business setting, is that rarely people buy something that will help prevent the pain that they have yet to experience, but rather they invest or purchase in something once they've experienced it. So they don't actually learn from someone else's pain. They wait till they experience it on their own, and then they say, oh, maybe it's about time that I look into this. But we have a solution for you now. You don't have to wait to experience it. You don't have to worry about the labor costs and worry about not being transparent and losing trust and the customer satisfaction going down. You have a tool, CleanTelligent Software, that can really boost your quality control, your serviceability, and your overall communication to ultimately help you succeed and not experience that pain. And so today we're going to go over our inspection solution, our work order solution, our mobile surveys, job scheduling, reporting, and business intelligence. So buckle up, grab your caffeine. So let's roll. Okay, we're going to jump into inspections first. And Hunter, we know that CleanTelligent's inspection software is one of the best out on the market today for janitorial managers. We've been
Absolutely
best known. We have the Innovation Award for ISSA for it. Give us a brief snapshot of what capabilities the inspection solution has to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. So with this system, what we tried to do is we tried to make it as simple as possible when you're out in the field to collect this data and actually have it be useful information that you can then make educated decisions on. So as you can see in this GIF here, it's super simple to use. We create custom task lists specifically for your locations. So that way, when we're collecting data, we know exactly what we're getting. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to take photos and notes and really pinpoint areas where we can focus our attention and maybe where we need to improve. And that's really what the main focus of this inspection software is.
One of the major pain points that we mentioned earlier that the inspection software can really help with is transparency and client retention. So Ryan, with that being said, it's a major concern for clean organizations. Why does our software help with these issues?
That's a great question. And really, the more transparent you can be with your clients, the greater your retention rate will be as a result of that, right? And so having a solution in place just like this, something really easy to use and that's mobile, the inspection tool is really the bridge between you and your customer, right? It's connecting you so that you can show them or prove to them that quality of work that you promised you would provide, right? When you won that contract. So the more transparent you can be, and this makes it so much easier to do, really the more you win and the more that your customer wins as time goes on.
And that leads to that retention, right? You build that trust and they want to keep using your service because you can prove that you're doing the work through that transparency. Love it. So Ryan, sticking with you here, there's always issues, there's always emergencies, there's always deficiencies that come up, right? And people usually don't recognize the work until there's a problem that needs to be worked upon. And that's just the nature of our industry and how our industry professionals have to handle day-to-day work. But work order systems, especially CleanTelligent's work order system, is going to allow them to communicate with employees and clients instantly. Tell us a little bit more about the work orders and why it's so valuable.
Yeah, the work order system, as Sam, you've said, is incredibly powerful and also very user-friendly. So you can manage your work orders right here from your mobile device, from our app. You can manage them from the web app as well. What the work orders is going to do for you is it's going to centralize all of your communication. So instead of having to keep track of random text threads or emails that have come in or phone calls, we can take all of that and put it in just one central communication piece. And that's what this does. And you have the ability to communicate internally between you and your employees. And you also have the ability to communicate with your clients using this tool. And in my experience, your customers, they love having this access to just be able to simply pull out their phone or a tablet, send you a work order. And then from there, you and they as well can track the progress of those work orders to ensure that work is getting done when it needs to get done.
And a big part of the work order feature is the ability to hold individuals accountable for the work needing to be done and making them more effective. Hunter, can you speak a little bit more to that and why it heightens accountability and efficiency?
Yeah, absolutely. I personally love communication. Communication is an essential tool for every aspect of our life. And why would we not want to plug that into your business? Like Ryan had said, the communication needs to be centralized. But with our software, when it comes to accountability and efficiency, right now more than ever with the coronavirus, it's so important to be held accountable to what your client is asking of you. We all order, I mean, right now with the virus, we're all ordering things online, right? And when we order
a little
things
too
online,
much, I think.
Yeah, exactly. A little too much. But with that, we always have a tracking number, so we can see exactly where that package is as it moves through the system and eventually shows up on our door. The client wants that exact same thing. And with this system, the accountability is there to track the progress of those work order tickets. We can create custom statuses in there, so we can walk it step by step. And then when we're done, the client's going to get notified, and that's going to increase efficiency, right? Your team's going to be able to walk through a process in order to accomplish these tasks that they're performing every day.
Love it. I love our work order system. It really automates a lot of the process that you might be doing on paper and through emails and text. Though we have that notification ability, it now just centralizes it, like Ryan had stated, and it does heighten it, like Hunter has stated, about accountability and efficiency. So it's really great. So the mobile surveys solution that we have to offer is one that allows you to evaluate cleaning frequencies with a customizable QR code. And so I'm going to ask you, Hunter, to keep going a little bit. You can customize this feature, and it really does help you have real-time feedback from not only clients, but their patrons and customers. Tell us a little bit more about this unique solution for cleaning organizations.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going off of what we had previously said with communication, this is just another form and way that we can communicate effectively with more people, right? What better opportunity to get feedback from patrons of a facility rather than hearing it from a client where there's been issues, right? So with this software, what we're able to do is we're able to put questions into these QR codes. You can customize these however you want and place them throughout your building. So that way, anybody with a smartphone, everybody has a smartphone in their pocket now, right? And that's another great way for us to communicate. So with this, anybody with a smartphone can scan these QR codes and let us know how we're performing at those locations.
One of my favorite client stories, and we always bring it up because it's just a valuable.
Got to.
It's a story.
If you met with me last year, you heard it.
That's right. We share it because it shows the power that this product can really give. We had a customer that has an airport, and in every single bathroom stall, they created a special QR code, a unique QR code to each stall. So they knew if that was scanned, they knew the location of that scan. And there was a patron who probably needed to get to a flight, and they ran out of toilet paper. They look on the bathroom stall door and they see the QR code there. They scan it and they fill out a little survey, anonymous, that says, hey, I need some TP, I'm out of TP. Within 2 minutes, the team that was working there was able to go and hand them a roll of toilet paper underneath the bathroom stall door. And that's real-time feedback. That is real-time work. And of course, that's going to bring labor costs down because you're able to actually take care of problems as they happen, and really be able to focus on that. What a great story. I love that we get customer stories like that really highlight the capability of a solution like this. And Ryan, is there any other examples that you can share, insights on the mobile surveys that have allowed people to decrease the labor costs, but also bring an enhanced communication forefront for greater communication and customer satisfaction?
Well, because the mobile surveys tool is so customizable, you're not limited to what you can do with it. One of my clients that I work with on a regular basis, they have these QR codes set up throughout the office spaces that they service. And one of the things that happens with them a lot is when their team is on site, fulfilling their contract, a patron at the location will notice a spill somewhere, or they'll notice something in the restroom, more specifically, that needs to be cleaned up. It's a hazard. And that patron will just scan the code and submit that survey. And that team that's on site, they'll get that feedback immediately. And so instead of them having to leave the building and come back another time to fix that, they can do it right on the spot. Boom, there's your labor cost, right?
Labor
We're saving
costs right there.
Yeah. Right, just immediately. Also, it's opening up that communication. And as Hunter mentioned earlier, the quicker those are coming in and you have a team on site to take care of them, it's likely that they get taken care of so quickly that nobody else notices, right? And that's really the goal. It keeps your buildings, your clients' locations just in that tip-top shape that you want them to be when you're there.
Plus, right now, it's really important to keep people safe. So the quicker we can be on those issues, the more we're taking care of them, the more we're keeping people safe. And that's really the goal right now.
Yeah, COVID is definitely wanting more transparency, more service being done. And so, yeah, that really does tie into it. And so this could be a really great tool to help mitigate those problems and bring that communication up. So, no, that's good. Okay, job scheduling. Ryan, job scheduling seems pretty straightforward, right? But there is more to it than meets the eye. I think a lot of people forget that some of the most simple forms of keeping people organized and keeping the work organized is just something you don't really need to worry about, but it is super important and it's critical. What does our job scheduling solution allow our users to do and accomplish?
What it allows them to do and allows you to do is set up all of your employee schedules. So for those in this webinar, you can see here, we're going to take all of your schedules you have for your cleaners, for your managers, supervisors, whatever it may be. We can actually put them in here, and CleanTelligent will automatically notify the proper employee when that job or task needs to be done. And that is just enhancing transparency and communication once again, right? And that helps it be very clear to your team what they need to be doing, so there's no questions, right? Now everyone knows what they need to be doing and when. And another aspect of this is you can put in these recurring tasks like you see here, but also allows you to schedule things out. Maybe you have a client that wants a strip and wax done on their floors. That's not something that you typically do every day, right? Like that's a big job. That's a big job. And maybe they want it 4 months down the road. Hey, no problem. You come into the job scheduling tool, you put that on the schedule, CleanTelligent will automatically remind everyone who's a part of it beforehand when that job is to be done. So really, it's helping you to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks day to day or even down the road.
Well, retention and employee turnover is one of the major pain points that we're trying to highlight today and find solutions for. And we believe that job scheduling can really help with these common pain points. And especially during COVID-19, it really is a need. And so, Hunter, why would something so simple but helpful, like an automatic notification and a coordinated, organized job schedule, how does that help an organization retain customers and employees?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's so important now for us to all be on the same page across the board. And with this system, what it's going to do is it's going to take all the guesswork out of it, right? I'm guilty. I'm glad you guys can't see my desk right now because I got sticky notes and I've got pads of paper and stuff all over. But if we can take the guesswork out of it, it's going to make sure that we're being held accountable to our clients. They're going to be satisfied knowing that nothing's going to slip through the cracks. And it's going to help your employees feel accomplished when they actually know what they're supposed to be going and doing and taking care of. They're going to want to stick around longer. We all love that sense of accomplishment that we get when we complete what we're set out to do. And that's what this system does. We see it constantly. And I guarantee I can speak for Ryan as well. Organization is something that can never be overdone, right? If organization is lacking, your business is going to fall into chaos, and it's not going to free you up to go and even win new business or take care of the contracts that you currently have. So this tool is to free up your time and make sure that everything's working together so you can go out there and keep the customers you have, win new customers, and make sure your employees are sticking around.
Well, I have a stat here and I'm looking at my other screen. That's why I'm looking that way. But the average custodial team has an annual employee turnover rate of 100% or higher. So when you consider that
crazy
over 100%, that means that you're losing more than you'd be gaining, right? So it's a big problem.
Yeah.
And with something like this, something this simple can really help keep you organized and help your employees feel like they know what they need to do and receive the notifications and the things they need to feel successful. And then that builds trust with the customer to ultimately help them build trust with you and retain. So job scheduling is a great tool. So we've talked about job scheduling, and now we're moving into, if you use the solution, inspections, the work orders, the mobile surveys, what does that translate into? And one of the major things that you always have to do or perform as a janitorial manager is reporting. And so Hunter, reporting is usually a daunting task. It takes hours sometimes, and it's time that you lose simply to just create something just to potentially prove that you have fulfilled contract, or just giving somebody a report that needs that report. And so what does our reporting tool do to make the task of reporting to clients or stakeholders quick and easy?
Yeah, so what our system is constantly doing is it's constantly gathering information, right? We're out doing inspections, we're completing work orders, and we're gathering all of this info. But if we have no way to show it to the client, it's really useless information. So with this, we've hit on it a bunch of times. Transparency is so important, especially where we're at right now. And having the ability to not only just take a piece of paper to somebody and say, look, this is the inspections that we did this month, but actually giving them the ability to go in and look at their own reports, right? Our software has the capability to where they can go in and they can see how an inspection was performing. Right now, transparency is so important, and it's so important to let those clients know what exactly is going on. A great analogy that I heard the other day is we take our cars to mechanics, and after we're done with the mechanic, they give us a report letting us know exactly what was done. If they didn't give me that report, I would have no idea what I'm paying for. I'm not very mechanically savvy.
And it's usually not cheap either.
Exactly. It's never cheap. But when they give me that report letting me know what they've done, it gives me the peace of mind to know that they have effectively met my needs and taken care of what I'm currently dealing with. So that's what this reporting tool is going to allow to do.
That's a great analogy. I love that. And that transparency is so important. And adding that transparency to reports allows you to also utilize it as a tool to win new business. Ryan, can you speak to that a little more?
Definitely. When you have something like this that you can show potential clients, you're literally telling them, look, we provide quality of work and we can prove it to you and we can show it to you frequently. And as well, on your end, you have the ability to give your clients access to this feature if you want. And you can limit what they can and can't do in there, but it will allow you that ability to give them permission to go look at reports from your recent visits, if you want to do that, right? And with my clients that I work with, when they provide that to their customers, their customers love it, because now they feel more involved. They don't just feel like, we have this agreement for these services and the building looks clean when I go through it, so it must be all right. No, the days of that are over, right? People want data. Data is super powerful. They want that proof, and that's just going to propel you to win new business, and it will also help you to grow your current client contracts, right? The more transparent you can be with them, maybe they have other places that they want you to take care of after you've shown them that quality of work. So data is powerful. It's going to help you to really grow your client base and your organization.
Great segue, by the way. Data is powerful to the point where it allows you to become more intelligent in the sense of gathering data that helps you make better business decisions. And so, Ryan, seeing reports in a PDF is one thing, right? But being able to not only see it in a dashboard, but be able to interact with that data is pretty powerful. It's pretty amazing. And so give us a little bit, 90 seconds. Tell us what you believe is the bread and butter of our business intelligence. Why does it work so well for our customers?
Well, first of all, business intelligence is the bread and butter.
It really
Like
is.
the heartbeat.
Like it is where everything feeds to, right? It is the most powerful data you can get. And there's actually not, we're the only provider that has something like this. And what business intelligence will do for you, it allows you to track the trends for your clients, right? It's going to show you where things are going really well and maybe where things need a little improvement. Like
Right.
that's going to help you with your labor costs as well. You're going to know, okay, so at the downtown office, I've noticed that we haven't really improved over time. Like the trend there is that we're not improving. So we need to make some adjustments there, right? I'm having to send people back there to clean more. It's costing me more money. Without that data, how do you know those things, right? And business intelligence
There's no way.
it's so dynamic. And what you see here is really just scratching the surface
yeah,
of the
it really
capabilities, because you can customize this tool. We can create reports that are specific to what you want. And at the end of the day, the data that you want and need, that's what we want to provide to you. And that's what this tool allows us to do.
Hunter, I know you're passionate about business intelligence. You love communication. And a big part of that is what leads to greater efficiency and accountability. Why does business intelligence from CleanTelligent, why is it essential to maintain a high level of quality control?
Yeah. So like you said, I am very passionate about this particular module because we've all said it, this is the key. This is the heartbeat of our software. And our goal at CleanTelligent is to change the dynamic of our industry. Our industry has always been reactive, right? If we hear that there's an issue, we go take care of it. If the client has a complaint, we fix it, right? This is completely changing our industry from being reactive to proactive. And that's really what we need. And without this piece, there's no way to be proactive. We have no idea what the issues are. We can't focus in on what our pain points are to educate our staff, to say we need to focus our attention here. And once we focus our attention here, that's going to increase our scores in the long run and make sure that our clients are satisfied. So this is the piece for quality control. This is what it all boils down to. And we've talked about client retention this whole time. How great is it to go to a client and say, we started here. This is where we started at a 65%. And we have increased our scores over the last 2 months to an 85%. That is the best seller. No one's going to want to leave if you can prove that you're increasing, that you're improving over time. And it's going to be an excellent way to go win new business as well. Everybody wants to see your improvement. We've helped so-and-so go from this to this, and we can help you do the exact same thing.
Right.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Flat out.
That's right. So business intelligence, I like to call it janitorial intelligence because it really does help your janitorial organization take it to the next level, help you become more efficient, more accountable, ultimately helping you save on labor costs. So we've talked about the pain points. Clean T is our acronym, but now with CleanTelligent, you can see that you have the ability to get through that pain, and others have experienced it for you. So you don't have to experience it if you haven't experienced it yet. And if you are experiencing those common pain points, there's a solution. CleanTelligent Software. You have the ability to enhance communication. You can reduce the labor costs. You have the ability to have greater efficiency and heighten the accountability, which then leads to less employee turnover. You can win new business and retain clients. And we've seen multiple customers be able to attribute their success to CleanTelligent, and then trust through transparency. If you can build that relationship, you're going to continue to retain those clients, and people are just going to be happier. They're going to be satisfied, which leads to greater success for you. So let's actually give you a little bit of proof. We've told you a lot about what our software can solve for you, but we did do a case study earlier this year with our executive management service customer. And this is Roger Lacefield. He's a quality assurance supervisor, a corporate trainee coordinator. and he's the administrator for CleanTelligent on the business side of EMS. And when Roger came to us over 10 years ago, he said, I'm looking for a solution, guys. I have a lot of these problems. I have a lot of these pain points, similar ones that we're still experiencing today. Over 10 years ago, these were the problems that they were facing. And without CleanTelligent, they struggled with communication. They wanted to have greater efficiency and accountability, and they wanted to win and retain business. EMS with CleanTelligent had 70% of all their communication streamlined through the CT mobile app, performing inspections, doing work orders, and really having it all in one place. And that led to 98% decrease in service response time, as well as a 90% increase in client satisfaction. And so, yeah,
those really, are huge numbers.
It really helped them. And as we saw earlier in the first part, as we were going over the agenda, they dropped their response time from 1 week to 1 hour. If that doesn't save labor costs, I don't know what will.
Yeah, right? It will. It flat out will.
It'll increase the satisfaction. So it worked for EMS. It can work for others as well. Taking it straight from Roger Lacefield, he said our quality control program has always been one of the deciding factors, if not the deciding factor. And so it really became a part of them. They used CleanTelligent in every aspect of their work, ultimately leading them to greater success. So we can see with CleanTelligent Software, our solutions through inspections, work orders, mobile surveys, job scheduling, reporting, and business intelligence, you have the ability to shoot right through those pains and really prevent them if you haven't experienced them, or alleviate them if you are experiencing them. Using CleanTelligent as a cog for quality control and communication to ultimately give you greater serviceability and peace of mind, confidence that what you're doing is valuable and that people really love the work that you're doing and know that you're doing it to keep them healthy and safe, especially during a COVID-ridden world. CleanTelligent Software can help you get to that next level and help you control your own janitorial success. So to end this, and then we'll go into Q&A and our incentives, Hunter, if there's one thing you would want to leave as a golden nugget, an aha moment, something that our audience can take away to help them be CleanTelligent, what would it be?
Yeah, I think the main thing to take away from this is you don't have to continue to experience the pain points that you're constantly experiencing. CleanTelligent's goal is to, we've said it before, it's to change this industry for the better. We want to change it from being reactive to proactive. And really, that's our goal. We're not trying to sell you a product. We're really not. We're trying to help you eliminate those pain points that you're experiencing. That's what gets me out of bed. And now down the hall, I guess I don't have to go into the office anymore, but
quarantine.
That's what gets me out of bed, is helping you eliminate the pain points that you're experiencing, because there is a better way to do this. And there is a better way for us to go about these pains that you're experiencing.
Ryan, same question. What words of wisdom can you leave with our audience today?
It's a great question. Our goal here is to help you solve your pain points. Right? We're looking for win-win situations. Maybe win-win-win. Because in the end, right, your customer will win too, right? Our whole goal, what Hunter and I do, what CleanTelligent does on a daily basis, is we just work with clients to make their lives easier, to help them grow their organizations. And similar to a Roger Lacefield, I mean, he's been with us for over 10 years, but had he not taken that step 10 years ago, you know, where would things be at right now? We don't know, right? So by more proactive we can be, the more proactive you can be, the sooner we can help you, and the sooner we can solve those business pain points. And as Sam mentioned earlier, you know, the turnover of contracts is like annually, it's 100%, right?
Yeah.
We want to cut that down, and we can start doing that as soon as we get you going.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So let's jump to Q&A. I'm looking at the chat. I'm not seeing that there are any questions. So let's jump right into the incentives, the things that
some awesome incentives.
On top of what you've seen today, and as you've seen, CleanTelligent can really be a solution that can help you bring your organization to a really high level of quality control. These incentives and promotions are designed to give you that greater desire to move forward with something so powerful. And so the first one that we're offering till December 31st is a 30% off rebate. Once you've signed up for an annual contract on a small business starter package, and if you do it by December 31st, you'll get a 30% rebate back. And that means that's over $1,300 in savings over the year. And it'll come to you in the form of a check.
Yes.
And we actually have started signing some of those checks now for people who have taken advantage of this deal already. And so you don't want to wait. This is an opportunity that won't last for a long time. So please give Ryan or Hunter a call. But even more, when we're usually at a trade show, we're always giving something away. There is a Roomba giveaway on our booth.
You have to.
But if you sign up and you're really excited and you sign up by December 5th, you actually have the opportunity to also receive a free 8th gen iPad. So again, that's December 5th. And if you want to sign up, this is the time, because you're not only going to get a rebate back, you also have the opportunity to get a free iPad that you can use the CleanTelligent mobile app on to perform your inspections and your work orders on the go. And you also can watch a show if you're on the road. It doesn't have to be used for work.
Using it to watch YouTube videos. Exactly.
You have the option. If you want, you've got the option.
But easing pain across the board. CleanTelligent eases pain. That's the takeaway.
That's the takeaway. And we ultimately want to empower you to be successful wherever you are. And that's really what CleanTelligent can do for you. So here's Ryan and Hunter's contact information. You can email them. You can schedule based on their calendar through the Calendly link, or give them a direct call to their line. Either of them will be happy to assist you to learn more about the software, discover more about your organization and your goals, and ultimately help you gain control and to control your own janitorial success with CleanTelligent. So thanks so much for joining this special webinar event, and everyone have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
See you, everybody.